Well, hi, and welcome to another Wednesday evening chat with Louise. So, apologies for being a little bit random with my posting. As you can see, I'm sat in my car. So, there's been a few challenges lately. um, I don't know how to make it up really. People digging up cables in the village so that we've had no Wi-Fi, no phones. It's just been like Mercury retrograde all over again. So the reason I'm looking quite so feral is because I've spent the afternoon with my friend metal detecting and it's been glorious. So I hope you're enjoying the weather wherever you are and that it's been lovely for you. But that got me thinking because I went to see my mum early this morning. Been checking up on her because I've been a bit concerned about her not having any phone or any way of contacting us. And she's in her late 80s and it's scary for her. So popped down there to see her and she went, "Oh, the sun's out. It's terrifying." And I went, "What? I'm so happy the sun is out." And she's like, "Yes, it's going to get to 30 degrees today. You know, we're all going to die," kind of thing. And I'm like, "Mum, what's going on?" And she went, well, I've been, and I just thought, here we go. And then it got me thinking about all the things that are going on in the world at the moment. And they are pretty random, aren't they? So my mum, who years ago would have been just cracking on with life and not worrying, is now very concerned because it's only been 23 degrees here today. There's been a breeze. It's been beautiful. And but because of the weather maps now, once it gets to 20, they put everything in bright red and they just terrify people. And she watches the news and she grew up in an age where politicians and doctors and police and all those kind of people in authority could be trusted. And I think we're in a very different world now. And well, especially when you've got the news this week that they're going to block out the sun for global warming, but especially in Lincolnshire, they're looking at putting most of the farmland is going to be used for solar. Yeah. And I don't watch the news very often at all. But when I was watching somebody asking Ed Miliband about it, he wouldn't answer the question. And yet he criticised everybody else for being stupid. The other thing is we are having so many buildings going up at the minute. I understand we need housing. So why isn't solar going on them? Why isn't it a prerequisite that all housing should have solar on? Then you can leave the farmland for growing the vegetables, which is what we're good at around here. So there's another little bit of madness in the world. We're coming up to the elections tomorrow. Only the local elections. But again, you feel that division between people and you feel the angst and the anger. And everybody seems to be, I don't know, I was talking to somebody about it the other day and they were just saying how cross people seem to be and how there's more road rage and there's more lack of tolerance. You know, when COVID or whatever you think about COVID happened, people were trying to be nice. And since then, people seem to have doubled down on being as mean and as horrible as they can, especially online, all the trolls. And I just don't understand what's happened to people. Is it an energetic thing? I really don't know. So the madness that is in this world, that everything we look at now, we're looking at and thinking, is it AI? You can ask the ChatGPT, you can ask them and you get these incredible answers. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not really that bothered about it. But we are, and I see my children, you know, my son, we're moving into an era that is very, very different. Is this just a generational thing? Is this what's happened to every generation? That we feel a little bit lost, if you like, as things change? Because I look back to when I was young, there weren't even mobile phones. The internet was we only just got computers halfway through my school, and then they were for boys, not for girls. That says so much as well, doesn't it? But yeah, looking at the world, how quickly it's changed, perhaps that's what it is. But what actually can we do about it? Well, this business about the blocking out the sun, they've been doing weather manipulation since, well, it was actually a war tactic. It was from the Vietnam War, and they actually learnt to modify the weather to make it rain more to flush them out as part of a war tactic, and that's documented. You can find that out. So it's not a conspiracy theory. They've been messing with the weather for a long time, and I do wonder, perhaps if we mess with nature, nature fights back. Sometimes the best plan for nature is to leave it alone and let it get on with it. But the other thing is, I often talk to people and they say, well, I don't want to know about what's going on because then it frightens me. And that's okay. Just don't worry about it. It's good to be aware. It's good to know. It's good not to fall for lies or have the wool pulled over your eyes. But equally, you have to really sit and think, what can you do about it? And then there's this whole other species of people, if you like, that feel they've got to tell. Sorry, I'm smiling. I've got baby rabbits. I'm sat at the end of my drive, well, the only place I can get a signal, and there are tiny little bunnies running everywhere. They are so cute. I'll have to try and turn the camera around when they come back. But yeah, I've totally lost my train of thought there. So there you go. That's one tiny little bundle of cuteness there. All his friends have just run off, but his little nose is twitching away. Very cute. I don't think that when they've demolished all my fruit trees again, because they seem to be able to climb really high. Right, I'm off bunnies now. So let's go back to the people, the ones out there that feel they've got to get their point of view over, that they know all these theories and they know what's wrong with the world and they know. And do you know what? I have learned, especially the last few years, that it doesn't matter what other people think. All that matters is what you think. And we're not here to fix other people. We're here to just be the best people we can be ourselves. And I think that's a good thing to remember on a daily basis. So if people don't agree with you, that doesn't matter. They don't have to. That's absolutely fine. So what can we do when we do get worried or bogged down or think, oh my God, what's happening to this world? What are we going to do? The best thing you can do is breathe. Just sit there and give yourself some space and get out in nature. Go for a walk. Just do something that's mindful, something where your brain doesn't have to think about the things that are happening around you. Don't watch the telly. Don't read the newspapers. You know, and I just go on and dip in and out just to see what's happening. I'll have a little chat with my friends about it, and then it's right, what's good in the world? The sun's shining. I go to the beach. Let's go and have a day and just listen to the waves. Let's go and sit in the garden and listen to the birds. I'll go metal detecting because that's a really mindful thing for me. I can just concentrate just on that. I'm out in the fresh air, get in the sun. I've noticed I'm going pink already. And that's the best thing you can do. Be the best person you can be. Be kind. That raises the vibration. If you're kind to other people, doesn't mean you have to get walked all over. You can just be kind and live your life each day as happily as you can, because it's that energy that makes people want to be around you for a start. But equally, I could sit there and live today thinking how frightened I am about where the world's going to be, what's going to happen and everything else, or do what I did, do my jobs this morning and then go and have a great time with my friends this afternoon. I'm now going to eat a lovely salad. I really enjoy salad, and I've got food that I'm looking forward to, and then I'm going to sit outside and enjoy the last of the sunshine and the warmth. And that to me is a really good day. So if there are bits in your day that you can't help, that you don't like, then we just get on, just get them done. But try and find something each day that you really, really enjoy. And I'll tell you what, the world out there doesn't seem such a big, scary place anymore. In fact, it's something where you'll wake up in the morning and hopefully look forward to your day. So wherever you are, I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. Thank you for bearing with me. You know I'll pop up as often as I can. I'm hoping that next week I am going to have some really, really good news. And I'll be doing a vlog about that soon. So yeah, Sundays will be back. I've been Stone Circle visiting, so there'll be one of those and then a bit of metal detecting. So my usual in and out, my life, what I do, but what I do to enjoy my life. And I hope you're enjoying yours too. Bye.